Hey Angie, how you doing? How's it going? Hey Mariah, how are you? How's it going? Nice night out. Hey Game, how are you? New Zealand, all right. 12:13 a.m. Hey Brownsley, how you doing? Australia, wow. These chats are popping up better now than ever. You can send it to me, Mariah, and I'll take it down to her. That's what I do with them all. I have a P.O. box down there, but might as well send it to mine because I check them both before I start delivering stuff. You want me to type the address for you? No, that's a tool rental place. That's a tool rental company. No, I'm back. I came back Tuesday. Last Tuesday. Wait, when did I go down there? I don't know when I came back. Yeah, I think I came back, yeah, last Tuesday, yeah. So tomorrow will be a week I've been back. Hey, BSA, all right, Santa Cruz, beautiful. Cool, beautiful out there. What's your temperature out there right now? And what elevation are you at where you live? What's the altitude at where you're at, BSA? Oh, you're at sea level? Oh, okay. Probably pretty nice then. Yeah, I'll tell you, Mariah, it's weird. They survive it. About 3 years ago, I did a GoFundMe and raised some money, and it was so super cold that I didn't see any of them for a couple of months. So I refunded all the money back. They make it, believe it or not, and it's no kidding. They stay in abandoned homes. Just pile on the blankets, and it's crazy. Yeah, I think we're about 34 right now. 34. Oh, thanks, dolls. That's great. Thanks for letting me know that. When you write notes like that, it makes me want to just hide you. Yeah, you too, Mariah. Thank you. Thanks a lot. 54. That's not too bad. We'll probably get a frost tonight. Clear skies, no cloud cover. Here, we've seen like minus 15, minus 18. Not very often, though. Oh, Daisy's doing fine. She ran around. Daisy loves the cold weather. She hates the hot weather. Yeah, Marguerite, she'll hang in there. Old trooper. But, as anybody that knows, I mean, Marguerite's got COPD. She's one good case of bronchitis and pneumonia away from being lights out. That's just the way it is. Well, a lot of people don't understand when you have COPD. When you have these big pneumonia and bronchitis attacks, it costs you lung space. And your lung space is already down to nothing based on your age. Now you add on COPD on top of it, and then subsequent bouts of pneumonia and bronchitis, and you're really a ticking time bomb under those conditions. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Oh, that's cool, Julie. No, Russia, that's crazy. Fairbanks, Alaska, same thing. Hey, Chemical Factory, how you doing? How's it going? Yeah, that's exactly it. There's an older woman I know here just got diagnosed with it, and I don't have the heart to tell her the truth about it. I mean, they give you bronchial dilators, but essentially you suffocate to death. There's people that get COPD that never smoked. Okay, good night. Good night, Rachel. Thank you. Sweet dreams. Yeah, it's slow and miserable too. Hot, humid days are what nail them the most. Hey, Superwoman, how you doing? You can have obstructive, you can have restrictive. It all depends. Like my older female friend doesn't know, but she's in medical jargon. She's what's called a pink puffer. That's what you learn in medical school, and that is an older lady, mid-70s, early 80s, bent over, taking real shallow breaths. Doesn't eat much. And the reason they don't eat much is because it takes a lot of oxygen to digest food, so they're never really hungry. And it's one thing not getting the oxygen in your lungs, but in her case, it's even more compromising that she can't get the CO2 expelled. Hey, Pooh Bear. So it's kind of like burning the candle at both ends. And people will quit smoking sometimes, like for 20 or 30 years, and they act shocked that they end up getting COPD. But that's how it happens. It usually gets you with an acute attack from some kind of trigger, maybe a campfire or a house fire or a lot of chemical dust. You never know. I'm going to go down to Detroit Thursday. Yeah, it's interesting down there, Keem. Yeah, Angie girl, I mean, I tell you, if you really need to be around, here's this, Angie girl, do this. Don't try and do it on yourself, by yourself. Actually, I'm gonna have dinner with my buddy Thursday. He's a doctor, and he's the nicest guy in the world. And he gives me all the free medical advice I need. He can give me a program for you on what he knows works. He's been a doctor for 38 years. Do you want me to get from him what he suggests and give it to you? Hey, Bianca, how are you? No, I'm not going to be down there till Thursday. Yeah, I'll do that. See, here's Angie. This is what you need to read about. I don't know if you were around when I said this, but when you're 16, your lungs fill a gymnasium. But as you age, lung capacity really drops off just by itself related to age. And if you look at lung capacity and how it diminishes it, then you look at the damage you have because of the if you ever get a chance to see a lung during an autopsy or even a necropsy of an animal, or at a lab at a college, you see how fine and dainty that tissue is. Now what happens is you eventually end up getting a constant inflammation of the inner lining of the lung, and that creates that phlegm. And every time you have pneumonia or bronchitis attacks that last, it creates additional scarring. So you've got age, damage to the lung, and scarring, and not much capacity anyway as you head into your 60s. And it's a miserable way to die, and it's preventable. You have skin cancer, but you don't have melanoma, do you? I mean, I don't know of anybody that has more skin cancer than me, than I've had. Oh, do you? How long ago were you diagnosed with that? I tried to interview Amanda's partner. No way. He wasn't interested. Oh, hospice? Okay. Oh, that's interesting, Lynn. Huh. Now, how old are you now, Angie? How old are you now? Oh, okay. But you're in remission now, aren't you? You're just worried about a flare up because of the nicotine, because it's a known carcinogen. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, you're lucky you survived that. I've been down at the University of Michigan. I've had that Mohs procedures, MOHS, where they go in and take skin cancer out. I've had that like 6 times. And I've met people in the waiting room that had melanoma that didn't make it, and they were young. Hey, Bonnie, how you doing? Yeah, I know the feeling. Have you tried Eldera or any of those topicals? Well, they'll let you use those, won't they? Or do they just go with nitrous oxide? Hey, BJ, how you doing? Yeah, that was one thing about Obama insurance. Everybody had insurance, but nobody could afford to use it. Hey, Michael, how's it going? I had it's called the Mohs procedure, MOHS. It's a way they get skin cancer. University of Michigan, I think, in Ann Arbor, is the biggest facility in the country for that. I think, I don't know. You know, there's two schools of thought on that. I mean, it's okay, but I also think it's a way to run up a ridiculous bill. Yeah, people donate. I get a ton of stuff, Jason. I really do. You know. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? No, you know, I guess Dan tried to get a hold of me through his through his YouTube account, and I left him a message, but I haven't heard from him. But I'll find out when I'm down there. I think we went back with his mom, and hey, John, how are you? And I don't know what the circumstances were with him going to rehab, but sounds like he's got a supportive mother, so that sure certainly helps. No, light complected. No, I got broiled as a kid because back then, you know, they didn't have anything for it. Always out in the sun, you know, climbing trees, fishing, that kind of thing. No, I stayed the hell out of it as much as I could, and I still got it. Yeah, I hate Facebook. I got an account, but I never use it. Hey, Bobby, how you doing? Oh, okay, I'll be going down there once a week forever probably, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I'll ask him about that, AJ. That's a little different twist to it, but he'll know. You'll notice sometimes too that it's kind of an odd subject to broach, but you know, you know, chemically with women and the testosterone crossed over from estrogen, et cetera, you'll see sometimes young girls that are losing their hair. And there's actually a fix for that too, between a topical cream, a comb, and a chemical. And he's told me that before. It's kind of a regimen you have to stick to, but it works. I've seen the results from it before. No, Jason, the 6,000 was a joke. The presents were legit, but the 6,000 was just a joke. So all the people that are trying to get me thrown off YouTube could write a nasty letter, which they did. And then they found out it was a joke, and by then the letter was sent. So mission accomplished. Yeah, I'll tell you a funny thing though, BJ, with skin cancer, you would be surprised where it turns up on people. It's areas that rarely got sun. It's so strange. Hey Sherry, how you doing? Yeah, everything else was legit though, Jason. Yeah, tonight was really nice out. Yeah, thank you. No, but that's kind of how he is. Uh, I had dinner with him when I left, which would be a week ago tomorrow. But that happens sometimes. There'll be weeks where you won't hear from him. Oh, thanks, Angie. It should have been better, actually. What happens is, I've done so many moon rises that I kind of got tired of doing them. And the place that I usually get them is behind my house, and it's at a golf course. Well, the moonrise charts are never very accurate. They're way off. It's weird, and they never. Some calculate daylight savings time, others don't. So what happened is I went back there, and it was darker than hell. It was a crystal clear night. So I thought, I wonder if this thing's an hour off. I don't want to stand out here freezing my ass. So I decided to go to another place where I've done it before. And as I was on my way over there, I don't have the trees that I have here. So I saw it coming up around the horizon. And I went to go to the spot with my tripod that I usually set up. And I got two soakers. And so I wasn't able to go to my normal site. So I ended up just staying next to the van and hand holding it. But that's why tomorrow's will be better because I know what time it's coming up now. And I'll be in a better situation. Um, yeah, there's so many weird people. I mean, there's a lot of angry, hateful people on YouTube. You wouldn't believe the amount of uh, comments I delete, and people I block. I think Saturday, or would have been Sunday. Saturday, I blocked like I don't know, 450 people. Yeah, now they're worse than that. They're worse than that, to tell you the truth. Yeah, it's just in one day. It's crazy. And sometimes comments slip through. I try to catch them all, but it's hard. I can't even answer all the questions now anymore, which I'm sorry to say I can't. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? How's it going? Little Daisy snoring. Daisy loves the cold weather. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? Ran around like a nut today. Now, what they can do, yeah, they could watch it, but they couldn't comment, or they could start a new ID. I mean, it's just, you wouldn't believe the way they talk about the girls. I mean, like crazy. No, no, I think Maddie's really in the throes of heading towards death. Hey, Kenny, I hate to say that, but I've been around these women, and there's plenty I saw that I didn't interview. That in a 2-year period, it's about a 50% mortality rate. It really is. You know, it's really, when you try to look at it objectively instead of being subjective and feeling bad for them, when you listen to like Rita explain it or Lacey, they like that lifestyle. Yeah, I know it, Jamie. Yeah, mine too, believe it or not. Kooks. No, BJ, actually, there's some that do give up, but there's some that like the lifestyle. You see, what we don't see as observers, we don't feel that high of heroin, which I'm glad that I don't. And we're not seeing the good part of their shitty life. Yeah. I mean, you could be nude and have not eaten in 3 days, and right after you shoot that heroin, you're feeling like $1 million. Well, Gerald didn't hit Maddie for one. I know that. I mean, he seems okay to me. I mean, he's a drug addict himself. I mean, all bets are off. Relationships are hard enough, uh, and that's even when drugs aren't included. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? So it's hard to be critical of them. The cat hitting the cat was he pretty much explained his way out of that, and I think Gerald came from a really bad upbringing as well. That's one thing I'm finding in what I've been reading. It generally starts with some kind of trauma. Now, you'll talk to some people that claim they had an ideal upbringing, but not many. Oh, yeah, it's terrible. They'll do worse stuff than that. What I've said before is, these girls are subject to beatings and all sorts of perverted sex acts and humiliated. It's not just sex, it's weird, perverted sex because they need the money and the cops aren't going to come anyway. I mean, look at the interviews I've done. It's not uncommon for them to have big, like, scrapes around their neck where somebody tried strangling them, big cuts, bruises. Yeah, isn't that the truth? Yeah. Down there too, other than that Shell gas station right around the corner from the Campbell building where a lot of the people hang out, there's nothing going on there now. Everything's been torn down. Yeah, it's terrible the cops would treat them like that. Detroit has one of the lowest standards in the country to hire a policeman, and it shows. You got some real hillbillies down there. Wow, Dan. Yeah, I believe that, Dan. Yep, I would agree. Yeah. No, not at all. Yeah, you're right about that, Dan. Hey, Presley, how you doing? No, Johns are crappy people. I mean, it runs the gamut on Johns. Like I've said before, there's always a couple overweight white guys that are old that like to play daddy to the girls, hold their hands and chat with them and bail them out of jail and send them $800 a month. The cuter white girls always have a couple guys in the background like that, in addition to their daily customers. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I hope to run into Lori this time. Yeah. 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 It's really just one big bad example of human nature. Wow, Jamie. Wow. I'm glad you got out of it. It's not easy. You're lucky you're talking to us. Stay the same. They drop off. They get murdered or overdose. Hey, Melissa, how you doing? She's nuts, Barbara. Just ignore her. She kook. Good night, Sherry. Weather's nice. Just a little cold, but it's typical for this year. Yeah, they have. Yes, they have, TD. Yes. So is a good family friend of hers. Hey, Barb. Yeah, I'm all for getting a school bus and taking all these kids that think drugs are cool and taking them down there for a night. We'll see how they do after an all-night uh, experience on Michigan Avenue. See how tough they are and if drugs are so cool. Pretty good, Melissa. Hey, Pink Kitty, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Presley. Yeah, I mean, there's always an element of guilt. Wendy, the girl that I interviewed once a few weeks ago, I actually talked to her mother, and her mother is a sweet woman. The other two siblings have turned out fine, and I have talked to her where she sobbed so hard on the phone that you can't even understand her over Wendy's plight. Oh well, Ken. Yeah. Yeah, Trisha, I could show them the videos, but I'd also like to take them down there for a couple hours on a Friday or Saturday night, see how much they like the drug life and where it's going to lead them. All those women down there, that's one thing you got to give them credit for. They're very motivated to scaring the shit out of anybody doing drugs at a young age. They would look forward to it. No, she didn't. No, the last two times I saw a black girl, she was so stoned, uh, I couldn't even interview her. You know, I got a flu shot last year, and I didn't feel right after that damn thing. I'm a little iffy on getting one this year. Probably not, Jason. I'm not saying that the right circumstance couldn't present itself. I hope not, but I would in an emergency probably. I mean, let's say I was down there Christmas Eve. It was like 5 degrees. I'd either get him a hotel, and that's what I'd probably do. Get him a hotel. Oh, okay, Ken. Yeah, there you go. Well, the government does help. They can get treatment through Medicaid. What I think where I think society has failed, it's not like you get out of paying for this some way. Society bears the brunt of the cost of this addiction. Either you're going to pay for it up front or you're going to pay it on the back end. So why don't you just get it over with and make these people productive members of society, no matter what it costs? Yeah. Here's another thing too. Maybe we've all just been lucky that we haven't been as damaged as they were somewhere along the way, and that we're being too critical because that's the only way they've been able to deal with the kind of trauma that they've never discussed. It's just something to think about. Because who doesn't know the perils of heroin addiction? I mean, who doesn't know where it takes you? And they still do it. Yeah, Dan, I believe that. Yeah, Wounded Souls is right. Yeah, big time. Yeah, it's just frustrating. It's. I mean, it'd be nice if you had a crystal ball and you could tell the ones that really stood a chance of making it. Yeah, Dan, I would agree. I agree. Yeah, they have condoms down there. Yep, they use them. But even the CDC will tell you that condoms, it's not considered safe sex. No, you're right, Dan. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really sure how they feel about me. It's not like a real sample of. I'm never going to get someone that's going to be able to ask them that's going to get back to me. I mean, you can just kind of piece things together. I mean, why wouldn't they like me? I'm bringing them gifts and paying them, but you never really know. It seemed to me like, and I could be wrong. It seemed to me like Crystal really liked talking to me last time, and I think that Raven did as well. Well, the early one, I think probably the first or second one I did with Penny, the girl that got killed. I think back on that too. I mean, I'm not saying one interview is better than another, but some of them seem to be more interesting than others. And if you think about it, if you look at the interviews that I've done over the years, in a way, I mean, I think it was really lucky that I got Penny, Angel, Wendy, um, Tassie. I mean, they weren't just plain Jane interviews. They were really interesting, and it kind of like I got kind of spoiled. Yeah, Crystal's a sweet, cute girl. I'm gonna get her some ravioli. Oh, Brad, I'm glad he got out of there, Brad and Heather. Wow. Congratulations. Oh, I believe it. Any ideas? Oh, okay, Barbara. Yeah, she's with a friend in Mount Pleasant, actually. Yeah, she's with her friend in Mount Pleasant. I thought she was with her mother over near Oscoda, but she's not. She's staying with her friend in Mount Pleasant. Oh, yeah, Preston. That was on the way back from a paper show in Allentown, Pennsylvania. It almost seems like acting, doesn't it? Not much, Jason. No, not much. No, I don't. Yeah, it was crazy. He called me one time about a year later, younger guy, and I called back and got a fax to him, and that was it. If you scroll down on that video, somebody mentions where that's at. I was on my way back for Allentown. I don't remember exactly. I remember I was on my way to Easton, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I hope so, Brad, Heather. I hope they do. Oh, okay. You ever run into Larry Holmes? Him and his wife are really nice people. Oh, really? Crying Red? Wow. Where is this at where you're talking about? What town is this girl in? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. Yeah. How old is she? Oh wow. You know, I never really researched it too much, Jason. We don't get it up here. I never really got into it, you know. Hey, Queen Cam, how you doing? Yeah, sorry about that, crime red. That's not uncommon. I think you're right, Melissa. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah. Oh yeah, wow. I believe that. Yeah, that's a problem. They don't have a lot of these women don't have any place to go. Hey, cable trucking, how are you? No, I'm home, getting ready to go to bed. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? How are you? Hey, Vicky, hi. Yeah, it's funny. That's the same thing that Raven said. Felt like a jail. I played a ton of basketball my whole life. Yeah, I played competitively up until about 53, all the time, constantly, everywhere. Yeah, I know they're doing a lot more on gay, even like the summer league stuff like that. Nah, I don't want to tear up my. I had a knee. I never had any. The reason I quit playing is I didn't want to have any knee injuries, and sure as shit, I had a knee start bothering me right after I quit playing. It still bugs me from time to time. I weigh too much from weightlifting to play basketball. I do now anyway. No, I got a pizza in St. Helen and videoed the moon coming up. Oh, you're welcome, Sharon. Yeah, I mean, I really went up. My rotator cuffs bother me a little bit, and I can remember like tweaking those, grabbing rebounds a couple of times. Yeah, basketball's fun. The game has evolved so much. It's crazy. It's nuts. Guys are so good nowadays. Oh, is that pretty good? I'm gonna get this new Microsoft Flight Simulator when it comes out. Yeah, it helps, Angie. You know, as crazy as it sounds, sometimes I don't want to waste the cream on my shoulder. Isn't that weird? It doesn't bother me that much. Yeah, thanks, Jessica. Now, rotator cuffs, you know, it takes a long time to heal. My favorite team, you know, it seems like the NBA is so messed up now. It's not like the old days. I guess it'd be LA now. It's called Penetrex, Sharon. It's really good for like aches and pains. Yeah, withdrawal symptoms are tough. Have you tried that, Angie, that Penetrex? Good night, Brandon, Heather. Yep. I don't think Manny's doing too hot. Good night. Yeah. Yeah, the new Microsoft 2020. They've got some pretty stringent system requirements for the program, but it looks like it'd be fun as hell. Yeah, it's Pene. Here, I'll spell it for you. You can only get it. You can order it on Amazon, or you can buy it at Walmart. It's not in Walgreens and places like that. It's kind of expensive. It's $20 for a thing of it, but it's worth every dime. Really works. Yeah, Manny wears blankets and stuff, clothes, believe it or not. Oh, Epsom salt bath? Yeah, it works. Yeah, it's true, Melissa. No, she did not. No, I never played any basketball video games. Nope. I never did. Yeah, you're welcome, Sharon. Do it. Really works well. Yeah, not bad. It's been going pretty good. So, you know, it's up and down. Yeah, that's a good question on that. I was thinking about that. After you guys started talking about it tonight, I was thinking about like a heat buddy or something like that. Nah, it's like gas, but it's vented like 100%. I don't know how the hell they do it. Heat buddy, they call it. No, Manny, you stay in an empty house, no heat or lights. Yeah, I don't know if people still use those, Dillard? Yeah, I'm up a little late. Hey, Tweety, what's going on? Yeah, it's propane. Yeah, Angie. Yep. Look them up. It's called a heat buddy. There's a lot of knockoffs. No, they're not really considered a fire risk, believe it or not. Yeah, I don't play any video games. No. Yeah, it's cold tonight. Sure is. Oh, you talking about a heat buddy, Dillard? Heat buddy? I've read reviews on them. They're really well. Oh, thank you, Black Scorpion. Thanks. Oh, no kidding, Sir Graves. Huh, look for that. No, nothing to drink tonight. Nope. I wish I did have something to drink. Yeah, I'm gonna get her some firewood. Yeah, firewood's expensive. The good stuff. Eileen Warmus. I mean, how could you not like Eileen? She was a damaged soul. I believe she was raped 50 times, but I believe she was pissed off and killed those guys, which, you just can't have people running around doing that. I liked Eileen Morris. I thought she was really compelling to listen to, and if you listen to her or read her bio, it was super sad. Oh, thanks, Kevin. Oh, it's electric? Okay, I thought it was gas. There's one out there that's gas. Maybe that's why they consider it like not a fire threat. Yeah, it could have been. Eileen Morris was an intelligent woman. I mean, Warno, I'm sure she killed these guys and made it look easy. Shot him with a 22. Yeah, but a lot of times, Angie, that tree wood, you got to have like the right kind of tree and the wood needs to dry. Yeah, I respect him. Yeah, it's fun, Teresa. Yeah, but at the very end, she wanted to cleanse her soul and repent, which she did do. So I give her credit for that. Hell no, no way, Jason. I joke with the girls about trying it sometimes just to get their reaction. Yeah, I think Eileen would have been cool to know. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Oak, usually, the hardwoods, hickory, oak, usually oak up here. No, Eileen Morris could have done a lot of stuff. Oh, great. Glad you like it, Rustic Ranch. Thanks. Driving around Detroit, huh? Good. Sleeping down here on the floor. She loves the cold weather. I've never tried a drug. Never even, you know, believe it or not, never smoked marijuana. Oh, Robin Ann, yeah, she's crazy. Something wrong with her. There's a bunch of them out there. Oh, you think that's what she wanted, Duralog? No, mine aren't. No. I sleep upstairs. I've got a big master bedroom and a small bedroom, and I sleep in the small bedroom. I don't know why I set it up like that. I'm gonna change that pretty soon. Yeah, I answered the message about getting a hold of me, and I didn't hear from him. What did that message say, Teresa? Maybe I didn't see it, but I thought I knew he left me a message somewhere, and I read one. I can't remember if it was Facebook or YouTube. No, I don't. I wouldn't say I'm compelled to video him. It interests me. I like going down there and listening to their story. Yeah, I'm glad he's in rehab. I hope he does well. He's a nice guy. Everybody really likes him a lot down there. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Yeah. Well, if you could reply for me, that'd be great. It's great. I don't think I really did much, you know. Yeah, it takes a while, Jason. I mean, I'm not ruling it out, but I just made a huge mistake with a mod that's I got rid of, and I'm still paying the price for it. So hang in there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, sometimes people want to look for somebody to thank, which I'm fine with, but I know what I did, and that was talk to him for about 10 minutes. Now, if that's the trigger it took to get him out of there, I think he's just being a nice guy, which he is, and trying to give someone credit along with his decision to rehab. I think that'd be more accurate. I hate wearing slippers. I don't like wearing gloves either. Yeah, I don't like things on my feet either. I don't like gloves either. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Oh, good. Yeah, it'll do it. I'm not out in the cold that long. Hey, Terry, how you doing? I can't believe there's this many people on this late. It's pretty cool, though. A lot of night owls, I guess. Yeah, where you're at, it's different. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here, Tweety. Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to sleep about 9, or I just feel like shit. Yeah, Sharon, that's it. Hey, Sarah. Oh, yeah, Tom. I've been by there a bunch of times. I've never seen him outside again. Oh, yeah. I'm tired tonight. I'm going to sleep in tomorrow. Yeah, good night, Jason. No, I don't have any 5 or 6 hour long videos. Nope, it's wrong. Longest video I think I think the longest video I have actually I uploaded tonight, 42 minutes. I was kind of surprised it took the upload. No, those timestamps are not right. Some of them do get disability. Hey, Sarah, how's it going? Oh yeah, yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. Yeah, live streams. Yeah, some of those I used to leave it on all the time. Some of them are like 30 hours long. Just let it play. Yeah, but they weren't videos. They were live streams. That's what it is. Yeah. Thanks, Tweety. Yeah, she's right. Hey, Velvet. How you doing? Hey, Sam. What's going on? Yeah, live streams. Ugh. Daisy's sleeping right below me. Daisy doesn't go anywhere. I can't. I couldn't get away from Daisy if I want. If I get up and come downstairs for something at night, she'll come down with me. It's funny. I see her watch me when I get out of bed. See if I turn towards the bathroom or the stairs. If I turn towards the stairs, you can hear her jump down off the bed. But she will follow me everywhere all the time. If I take a shower, she'll be laying on the towel waiting for me to come out. Courtney, it really wasn't. It was just kind of left on. You'll never see me talking that long. It was just people coming and going. I bet there's 4 or 5 hour stretches where there was no word said. Oh, ghost? No, okay. Yeah, she's a great loyal dog. Oh, where I come from a little town called Flat Rock. I left there like in '77. My mother was on the council. Uh, I bet if I went to Flat Rock, I bet I could drive around there all day and I wouldn't know a soul. I don't know of anybody from Flat Rock that still lives there. It'd be all strangers. Oh yeah, I know I have some. Yep. Oh, I know. I just blocked 450 people the other day. Yeah, you too, Presley. Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts. Delete their comment and block them. Oh, thank you, Sam. Thanks. No, it's that. No, I bet Kalamazoo is probably. I bet that's 220 miles from me. 220 miles. Yeah, thanks, Melissa. Oh yeah, she's a kook. That's one day. Where you block people, you'll have like a spot where you can go and check them, and you can. I'll just scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and I just cleaned that out about 3 weeks ago. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah, they keep doing fake accounts. Yeah. Yeah, I left my email someplace for him. Give him my email if you could. I tried leaving it on there. Yeah, Flat Rock, 2 words, Rustic Ranch. Yep. Oh, Westland. Yeah, it's close. Oh, okay, Sam. Daisy's 6 years old. Yeah, nut job. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Teresa. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got plenty of them. A lot of them. I've always had a bunch of them. Temperature up here is like, I think it's 33 or something like that. Yeah, I just don't want to have a camera pointing at me the whole time. I mean, people that have been around a while, they've seen me. Oh, I think I'm gonna go to bed, you guys. I'm tired as hell. Sleepy. Appreciate you staying up this late. No, I haven't done a PI case, and I can't even tell you when. Probably 8 years. Nah, it's not that long. I did a PI case about 5 years ago. I don't know why I keep renewing that shit. Hey, John. All right. I put my Illinois PI license in escrow. It's hard to get an Illinois PI license. Michigan's a joke. Indiana's a joke. Wisconsin's a joke. But Illinois and Florida are hard. That test is a bitch. All right, Janie. Good night, Janie. Good night, Sharon. Yeah, you keep looking. You'll see it. All right, Pink Kitty. Good night, Tweety. Look for some good deals on some cruises. All right, Superwoman. Yeah, you could do it. What they'll do is they'll put a card in my box and then they hand it to me over the desk. So yeah, it doesn't matter what size it is. Yep. Good night, Velvet. Lockport. All right. I remember a restaurant, like a famous little restaurant, and I'd eat there. Nice little place. We've been around there for a long time. So, send whatever you want. Yep. Good night, Velvet. All right, Janie, Ronnie. You guys have a good night. You'll be able to watch some of your favorite videos now. All right, you guys. Good night. Daisy, you ready to go, Betty, honey? Night, Cable. What's that, Teresa? Yeah, okay. I go down there all the time, so don't worry about it when it gets here. Let's get here. Oh, cool. All right, Crying Red. Crying Red, were you able to communicate whatever it is you need? I don't want to cut anybody off. Yeah, Daisy will eat anything. She loves everything, especially watermelon. Oh, is that what the name of it is, John? It's like a famous white building, I remember. Well, my email is Tom Reed, TOMREED 1956 @gmail.com. Yeah, it'd be a struggle, but she will if I put it on her. She likes to comply. I do have a down jacket that she wears in the winter. It's funny, Daisy's not afraid of anything. Nothing scares her. It's not like a dog trying to get out of something. If I do something for her, put it on, she'll put up with it. She's a big, thick dog in the chest, though. I have a hard time getting stuff to fit her. Her little down jacket barely fits. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's it. Yep. No, that's cool. All right, you guys. Well, good night. Thank you. Daisy, ready to go, Betty, honey?